Hey guys, what's up? It's time for another update video, I guess. It's June 8th. It's about 12:07 a.m. So yeah, I'm gonna try to cover a variety of topics here, and at the end, I'm gonna try to add it all together, or bring it all together in a cohesive kind of thought, deep sort of way, like I meant to do it. Yeah. Anyway, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I guess I'll talk about the catfishing stuff, since I'm sure a lot of people care about that, or at least I do. At least I think that's interesting, right? At least on 4chan, at least, I have not seen really many people pretend to be me the past couple months, so I don't really have much to say about the 4chan stuff. I know I was posting on Instagram whenever anyone would pretend to be me, I know I was posting about it, so someone was even pretending they're actually tripping with my name or whatever, which I thought was really weird, but I haven't seen that in a while lately, so granted I haven't checked 4chan too much often lately, so but whatever the case, I haven't seen it that much, and no one has messaged me on Facebook about it lately. For the Interpals thing, because obviously the Interpals stuff is the most interesting, right? Um, Interpals wise, has anything been going on? Well, I guess recently, I guess I don't know how I should say this. So, okay, obviously I found out about the Interpals thing because people started messaging me on Facebook and they were talking about crap that I didn't know what they're talking about. Like, oh, so it's like, oh, what does this say? Who are you? I don't know who you are. I'm like, oh, this person's using your pictures on Interpals, right? So then, so many months ago, then a person, let's just call him Boom Shakalaka instead of the name. So then Boom Shakalaka messages me on Skype, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, I'm the person that was pretending to be you on Interpals, and which I should say, of course, I've seen like 5 different people pretend to be me on Interpals, but that's like another story. But so I guess he was one of them, and he said his name was Boom Shakalaka. Not actually Boom Shakalaka, but you get the idea. And he was like, oh yeah, he just told me all the crazy stuff he was doing. Well, anyway, so then recently, to add to the story, which is kind of funny. So once someone messages me on Interpals, and they're like, oh yeah, you look like this guy named Sander Hugh or whatever, right? And for some reason, one of the persons that was pretending to be me on Interpals, they said their name was Sander Hugh or something like that, which is just weird. And I'm like, no. I was like, why is that dude back? Like, that is not me. And so anyway, I found out basically she's like, well, actually, I'm not the So she had talked to that person, one of my fakes, and then like after we started talking a little bit, she comes out to me that she was a fake and she's not actually a person who whatever. So I don't know if it was 2 people. I just imagine it's so weird. Like this guy's pretending to be me. He's like jacking off to this girl, and then the girl's not actually a girl, so they're both jacking off to each other's fakes or something. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird, right? Besides that, and then recently on 4chan, because I do browse that 4chan thread where they steal my pictures actually now, or the Interpals site where they originally got the Interpals thread on 4chan where they're originally stealing my pictures. Did that make sense? Anyway, I do check that, and so anyway, I said yeah. So I was just talking some to randomly, and this person was like, "Wait a second, I'm Boom Shakalaka, obviously not Boom Shakalaka." And he's like, "I never messaged you on Skype," and I'm like, "You haven't?" And so I guess I'm so naive, but I guess I thought the person that was pretending that messaged me was like coming clean with his sins of pretending to be me and getting all these like naked pictures of girls and stuff like that. But I guess he was pretending to be another dude on 4chan actually or something. I just thought that's kind of weird, right? Anyway, so that's like kind of like catfishing thing. Besides that, obviously Interpals is do I have a retrospect to say I've been on Interpals for like how long have I been on Interpals now? Maybe 8 months or something since people started stealing my pictures there. Do I have anything to say about it? I said, it's I've met a lot of cool people there, and a lot of people. Like I said, I think my last vlog about this, I kind of talked about just it's interesting hearing about the Russian perspective of everything, like how their culture views America and everything. But I mean, just to talk about socially, I guess being social with people. I've definitely met a lot of people on there that I could say that I would consider if I had more money and of course health permitting, I actually would like to visit them or if they ever wanted to visit me. I mean, I've definitely met like a lot of pretty cool people actually. So like I said, in some ways I'm actually kind of appreciative that they stole my pictures because it's been a good experience. Of course, in a way, you know what I mean? Like good things, of course, you know, a lot of people when they see me there, they think I'm like a famous actor or something like that from America, which is kind of funny. Or they think I'm like a famous model, which of course, that isn't to say sometimes I do go out here in America and, you know, I've had my autograph asked for and stuff like that. Like sometimes when I said, you know, if I don't wear my glasses or, you know, I'm having a good skin day, I don't feel too sick, you know, feeling pretty good, I got a pretty good vibe sometimes, you know what I mean? I can fake being pretty cool sometimes, but you know, on the internet, I guess, you know, in pictures or something like that, I can fake it much easier, you know. So I get, you know, there's definitely a good, it's a good positive kind of vibe a lot of times. And again, I'm going to talk about, I want to bring all these topics together at the end. So wait for it, I guess. Just like the power of words is what I'm going to try to get to at the end. But you know, so there's a lot of positive stuff, which is good, and I do enjoy just meeting people and talking, learning about the different cultures, and I lost my train of thought. And sometimes it's almost like a challenge too, because obviously there is a negative aspect of it that a lot of people automatically think I'm a terrible person. I get a lot of awful messages from people too. Just kind of like, it's kind of like real life, right? Like some people spill their spaghetti about me, totally love me. Some people totally hate me when they first see me without even knowing me, right? So Interpals can kind of be the same, you know what I mean? Like I get a lot of people, boom, 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 you're a lot of nice compliments, right? But some people, I got a message from this girl today, man. She was just never talked to this girl before. She just started messaging me like, "You are so narcissistic and full of yourself," blah blah blah. She just started messaging me like talking shit about me. Never talked to this girl before ever, dude. Like I have no idea who she was. So anyway, I just messaged her back like, and I'm like, well, I don't think you know me, and the only thing we can say from this short interaction is that you are a very judgmental and negative person, right? And she's like, "You don't know anything about my life." You know, she's like typing it to me in caps. "You don't know anything about my life. I have to get up at 4 a.m. every day to take my pictures. It takes a lot of work. I am the epitome, or epitome, am I saying that word? Is the, and it's kind of the epitome. I was kind of it's like, it's a Russian girl. I'm like, what are you talking epitome? That's a big word. I just think I'm the epitome of, or like my pictures show the epitome of beauty and creativity. I am nothing like you. It is ridiculous. Don't ever compare yourself to me, blah, blah, blah. I was like, dude, who the fuck is this person, right? So anyway, like I get some comments like that, like, and you know, again, I respond. I don't know if Interpals has a fucking thing to like see how many people respond to you or how many messages you have. Like, I responded to probably over 1,000 messages. You know what I mean? Like, I do try to talk to everyone. You know what I mean? So some messages are just fucking crazy, but um, you know, I do get a lot of negative messages like that, and sometimes I kind of take it as a challenge to see how friendly I can be because I'm pretty confident that, like, again, if I'm in a good mood, even in, you know, say real life, to say, you know what I mean, some people that hate me, you know what I mean, I can, you know, if you give me a chance and I'm like not feeling too sick and I'm in a good mood, I can be pretty friendly, charismatic, fun, whatever. So in some ways, Inner Pals is almost like a challenge. Sometimes I just try to talk to people that hate me to like make them like me. Like I really like I'm gonna be so friendly. Like I'm gonna see how much you like actually hate me. And of course, obviously, just like real life, it's just like okay, I was wrong. You are a nice guy. I shouldn't have said that. Blah blah blah. I was in a bad mood, and I thought you know you were this and this. You know what I mean? So it's almost like a challenge sometimes just to see how friendly I can be. Does that make sense? So I do. I guess that's like a masochistic side of me, but I do try to be pretty friendly and you know, it can be kind of depressing because I get a lot of weird messages. Like it would be a whole vlog to like talk about some of the weird messages and things that I get. But I try to be as friendly as possible, and it sometimes it's a little hard because a lot of people they don't trust me at first because of the fakes, and they don't trust me because of the fakes, and I lost my train of thought. And so like yeah, I'm like, oh okay, okay. So a lot of times I want to like talk to them, like practice my Russian or whatever time, like, but they don't trust me. So a lot of times like, you know, I gotta really work to get the Skype. Do you know what I mean? Like let's talk, have fun. And it's like I don't know, I have to work for it really hard sometimes. But at least once I start talking to them, they're like, oh wow, geez, well, I actually didn't think you were real, and then they get super nervous and like, wow, you actually are who you're and like I don't know. So that's good that's a good compliment too, I guess. But anyway, what else should I say? Yeah, that's the dinner posting. I'm just gonna stop there. So what else has been going on with life? I know some people wanted workout stuff to come up. You know, one of my goals this year was I'd like to gain maybe 5 pounds of solid muscle to my upper body. I think so far it's almost halfway through the year. Maybe I've gained a pound and a half, you know what I mean? But trying to keep a good perspective with that, even though I'm sick, just try to keep going. I'd like to do more, but when you're sick, kind of like, I don't know, what can you do, right? Other for health stuff, I'm trying to tone it down a little bit again. I'm trying to try to switch up my diet a little bit and try some other supplements maybe because I've been like super snap, crackle, pop lately. So I'm gonna try some stuff to see if that will help. Maybe some different supplements. I don't know. That's that. This summer, I think I'm gonna try to do the modeling again because I don't know. I always say that, but I did contact a couple of modeling companies. It's kind of funny though because they wanted some new pictures, right? I don't have any fucking new pictures. I just randomly take a selfie when I'm bored, right? Um, they wanted some like new pictures, so one company was like, "Well, you can just send the pictures in email or something like that." So I was like, "Fuck, I don't know what to do." So I just sent some selfies. I don't know how corny that is. I don't know if they'll take it, right? And then the other company was like, "Well, try to send us a printed picture." And I was like, am I really about to print some selfies of me? You know what I mean? So I didn't do that company, but I sent it to the other company. That was just maybe a week or so ago or something. So they said they might take a while to get back to me. I don't know. Hopefully to make some extra money modeling again. We'll see if that happens. What else? Other stuff health wise. What's been going on with that? I don't really feel like complaining about health stuff really. I'm always sick. Health is not that great. Sometimes I think about, just for showing you guys some of the recordings I have with doctors. Like I had this like hour-long appointment with the doctor, and of course, when I go to the doctors now, I basically have like a I basically have like a representative with me from like U of M actually, which is basically my friend that actually works there almost just to make sure the doctors are doing their job. And I mean, I could like put the video up on YouTube. I don't know if people would actually be interested in it because it's probably like an hour long, but I mean, you can see like just a lot of depressing kind of conversation. It's just all about life or death. You know what I mean? It's just not a good. You know, I'm sick and I just fake it. I guess you know what I mean. I don't really know what to say besides that. Health is not that great, but still trying to go. Only maybe interesting. There's some. I feel like so stupid complaining about health stuff because there's always something, right? I was at the cancer doctor again, some more crap, but I don't really feel like complaining about it right now. I guess if people actually care to hear about that, I know well, I guess technically these vlogs are for me, right? But in a way, since I record everything on video elsewhere or recorder, it's like I already have it on tape anyway, so I know what's going on if I look back on my life at this point. Not good stuff, basically. So that was that. But to tie this all together, I wanted to talk about again, there's like especially the testosterone thing to end this. I wanted to talk about, and I'm talking about these words because even on the internet, being social with words, and like I said, there are bad things about being catfished. People that made me look bad, of course. And I talked about that one model girl that like hates me or something now, right? Because of people pretending to be me, and I guess whatever. But and just certain people that just hate you because of how you look and the word aspect, but also there's positive reinforcement when you talk to people and you get to know them. And of course there's also the challenge that I like of trying to just to make someone like me, because I know some people just absolutely hate me without knowing me at first. So the perspective of sticks and stones, let's say, may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I don't know if it's words will never hurt me or names will never hurt me. I don't remember. But anyway, so let's think about that, which I don't believe, right? And I want to tie this all in together with everything I've been talking about. And let's say the testosterone thing, right? Because one of the things I've talked about since the low testosterone thing happened is I need, and I've always been picky, of course. I've been pretty picky with girls, but a lot of times I need like a excitement, a rush, almost like a girl to like, there's got to be like a fun, flirty atmosphere. It's got to be exciting. There's got to be like a situation, almost like a role play kind of thing, almost. Because a lot of times, you know what I mean? You got to be really hot for me to really care. And that sounds terrible, you know what I mean? But I mean, I got to be really attracted to you for me to be like, oh God, yeah, you know what I mean? But so let's see the emotional aspect of like words and just like there's got to be some like fun flirting going on, right? Talking about the testosterone that way. So And you know, one of the things when you're so, dude, I'm gonna ramble, but I guess these vlogs are mostly for me, right? Okay. But you know, when you have like, and of course, I've had like such a negative life, which has made probably all this worse too, because of course, you know what I mean. I lived in a life where growing up, I was always told, you know, I was worthless. I would never be anything in my life. You know what I mean? I was ugly, you know, worthless, blah blah blah. And of course, you know, and of course, even I had some bad stuff in school happen. Of course, only for a couple years later to become a model. But and of course, you know, then a lot of positive compliments. Uh, but a lot of positive compliments. But of course, and then I got sick. You know what I mean? So more of a downer, right? You know what I mean? More like negative vibes coming into you. You know what I mean? Negative, just let's say words. You know what I mean? Like I said at the doctor, and we're talking about life or death. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah. It's like unfun stuff. Like I need some fun stuff. Like we need to be like, you know what I mean? Like unless you're like again, unless you're like a super hot girl. Like I mean, you know what I mean? We better be having. I like scratched myself now while we were talking. I have like a big red mark on my face, but I like an itch. But uh, so you know that's like a negative vibe always swirling around you. You know what I mean? So that hurts the testosterone too because you know, and then you think about when like I go out sometimes and you know people automatically think I'm a bad person, but you know some people automatically like me, but some people might think I'm automatically a bad person without knowing me. But you know, it just goes to show. I'm like I appreciate the Interpals thing too because you know I don't flirt with every girl on there, but there are a few like good-looking girls that I enjoy like flirting with to say. Um, uh, you know what I mean? So that's like a positive vibes. Just think about how positive like vibes are, and towards like the testosterone kind of thing, like making it like worse or better. Uh, I'm really, I'm just like looking that I just like scratched myself so hard on my face or whatever. That's like what I'm thinking about now. But you know what I mean? Like the testosterone thing, and you know, once like I said, I've never the free testosterone has never risen, but once like when I've had like the total testosterone rise a little bit, it makes me a little more active to flirt and everything. And I just like I really realize like how important that is just to like have that kind of perspective of and that positive influence of just like going out flirting with girls all the time. You know what I mean? Like that is just like I don't know. It's like a good thing. I think you know what I mean. I don't know. Like it's so. I've like lost what I'm trying to say basically, but I've really noticed that a lot, you know, by putting myself out there more and with the testosterone kicking in a little bit more, you know what I mean? Like sometimes girls, you know, you just see a girl and you need like that. I just realized how important a lot recently that, you know, those words are. My computer just, did my computer just seriously fucking freeze? I just really realized how important words are and everything like that. Much more, even to the testosterone thing. Obviously, emotionally damaging, you know, but how emotionally, like, much better, like, I mean, that kind of stuff can be positive influence, you know, trying, just flirting, you know. I'm not sure exactly how I'm trying to say this. I don't know if anyone's probably watching, but, you know, I don't know, you just got to keep putting yourself out there, I guess. I just realized that I don't know. I'm gonna have to make another vlog of this because I totally don't remember what I'm trying to say. Anyway, fuck it. And I'll do another vlog. It's getting late and I'm pretty tired anyway. Other than that, is there anything else to say? You know, I know some people wanted me to do some video game videos of how I got into video games, how I started making money with video games. When that, of course, you know, now I don't because, you know, just too much traveling and the community sucks, to be honest with you. But so maybe I did actually make some videos of that, but I didn't feel like I was very passionate about it, so I never put those up. Maybe I'll try to do another one. I'm gonna have to do another video really talking about just the emotional aspect of like, you know, just I don't know how to exactly explain, but anyway. Fuck it. People probably just cared about the Interpals thing anyway, right? That's probably what people cared about to watch the catfishing. Anyway, excuse me, right? So Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to make another video. My bad. Yeah.